Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Monday Kick in the Pants. Angela Fallon here, as you know, bringing you a gentle push to help you level up in your life, fill you with a dose of Monday motivation, and provide you tips to accelerate your success in life and in your career. I know we were delayed a little bit. I had some delays with travel this morning, and so I had to move this out a little bit, but I still wanted to hold it because what I want to talk about is something that I feel like I've been talking about a lot lately, and I give people this advice because it's something that really works well for me. But I felt like I should probably share it with more people. So I'm going to share it with you all today about one of the supplements that I take. A lot of times doctors recommend that you take, fish oil and a multivitamin and some other things. But I will tell you that this one vitamin has been like crucial for me with sleep, memory fog, many other things. And I'll talk a little bit about that here in a second. But I've recommended a magnesium supplement for lots of people. Let's probably first start with I have zero medical background. I can just tell you what has worked for me. And before you take anything, excuse me while I readjust. Before you take anything, always consult your doctor before you add a new supplement to your system and into your diet. But I will tell you that with some of the health things that I've been going through in the last year and a half or so, I've actually been taking magnesium for much longer than that, but I can tell when I take it consistently, it helps me with a lot of the things that have been driving me crazy. So one thing is when I used to work out and lift like heavy weights religiously, someone that I follow that does a lot of research, Mike Matthews, if you've ever followed him, he does he actually even has his own supplements now too, but talks a lot about magnesium. And whenever you're doing heavy loads with your muscles, then sometimes you get little micro tears and things like that. And a couple of things that many people take to maintain your muscles and keep healthy muscles is to take something called ZMA, which is basically like a vitamin cocktail of ZMA stands for zinc, magnesium, and then vitamin A. And if you didn't know, vitamin A is actually B6. I think it's kind of funny we call it vitamin A when it's another vitamin B, but whatever. There's lots of vitamin Bs. So it happens to be B6. But so ZMA is something I've been taking since I started lifting weights in 2016. Yeah, 2016 is whenever I started lifting weights consistently. And then with COVID, kind of fell off the map. It was really hard to get into a gym since the gym I was going to was on base in Fort Worth and it closed. And then I had to build a little bit of a gym by myself in my own house and do other things. But ZMA really helped with muscle recovery. Another benefit that I really found with taking magnesium, I really like the ZMA still, but even if you take like magnesium glycinate, there's a couple that you can take. I really like the ZMA version of it because they all kind of work together and the magnesium really does get absorbed well whenever you take the ZMA as a whole. I tend to take it at night before I go to bed. And when I do a hard workout, even like a really hard hit, maybe even like 20 minutes on my Peloton, a bike ride, I always take magnesium before I go to bed. And even whenever I have a day that maybe like a rest day and all I did was, and not all, but the only exercise I did that day was maybe like take the dogs on a 20-minute walk, I still take at least one magnesium before I go to bed because it really does help me go to bed and go to sleep soundly. I sleep so well. I tell people all the time that I've never been really a morning person. I've kind of forced myself to get up early. I've taken on the role of taking my kids in, whether it's early morning football practice, early morning cross country practice or meets or whatever. I'm that person and have been for years now because I like getting up. And I think I've talked to you guys about that in the last 2 weeks about how I like having my morning routine by myself. It's my me time. I fill myself up before I can start helping out everybody else. But getting up easier comes from going to bed easier. And ZMA really helps me with that. And that's why I take magnesium. Another thing that's really helped me in the last couple of year and a half, almost 2 years now, is some of the symptoms I'm having from perimenopause. So I totally have brain fog all the time. There's times I'm having a conversation and I cannot think of words. I cannot think of them. And one of the things that's really helped me with that is magnesium. It really helps with brain fog. In the last month, not month, the last 6 months or so, I've seen two people that I haven't seen in a long time. And quite honestly, my brain just did not register who they were. Now they both looked slightly different than the last time I saw them, and I hadn't seen either of them in probably a year to a couple of years, depending on the person that I saw earlier this year. Actually, both of them, that was in March of this year. I hadn't seen either of them in one, I hadn't seen about a year, and the other one I probably haven't seen in about 2, 3 years. It took me a while to register who they were. I even reintroduced myself to one of my friends. I have serious brain fog, y'all. I really do. And the funny thing is whenever I take magnesium consistently, I'm finding the words easier. And if I slack off, we go on vacation, I forget to take it, I just go to bed because I'm tired because we stayed up and we did stuff that wore me out. It's kind of crazy how I can tell the difference. I really can. So anyways, those are probably the main 3 reasons why I still take ZMA, which includes magnesium. But there's plenty of other things that people take for it. A really good friend of mine is a certified respiratory anesthetist, nurse anesthetist, CRNA, and she has learned a lot through her menopause journey, I would say. And when I was telling her that I've been taking magnesium for a while, she's like, that is so good for you. She's like, especially if you really think you are going through perimenopause, which is kind of like pre-symptoms of menopause. If you don't know what that is. And if there's lots of guys watching this, I apologize. I don't apologize. If you're welcome to hop off if you don't want to hear the rest of this. But maybe you have a mom or a sister or aunt or somebody else that probably needs to hear this. It has been something that's helped me with a lot of things. And honestly, the other thing that it really has helped with, is also with like night sweats and things like that. I don't wake up on fire or anything like that, but there's many days that I wake up and like I'm on my back sleeping and my joints hurt and everything, more perimenopause things. And I just feel like I woke up all sweaty and like, I don't remember being hot or not, but for some reason, like I need to go take another shower, even if I took one before I went to bed. But it's something that has really helped with that too. So it's something that helps with a lot of things that especially women go through, but it's also something that's really good for guys to use. In fact, my 2 older boys are both in athletics. My oldest has done football. He's also done wrestling. He's in jujitsu, and he's about to start doing clay target team again, which is actually pretty physical if you've never shot a gun before, especially a really big, heavy gun. But my second son also is in cross country. So he runs anywhere from 3 to 5 miles a day. And this is new for him to be running 6 days a week. It's quite a bit for him. So I have both of them taking magnesium at night too, more for their body level. They're both as tall as I am, but we do not weigh the same, just to be honest. And I have both of them taking magnesium as well, with, of course, their doctors knowing. And they sleep better. They recover better from hard workouts. My oldest still does a lot of weightlifting as well. And both of them are benefiting from taking ZMA. Again, if they take it consistently. My husband also has a couple of autoimmune issues and things like that, and he has a really hard time with sleep. He has a hard time going to sleep, and then he has a really hard time waking up. And a lot of that is because he does not have good, consistent sleep either. So magnesium has really helped him too. So again, I really just want to share this with you all in case one of you needs to hear it. Even if one person benefits from it, this is worth my 10 minutes and yours. The other thing is that I feel like I've been sharing about this supplement for a lot lately, for probably like the last 12 months or so. And I'm like, why am I not sharing this with my entire audience? So here we are talking about zinc, magnesium, vitamin A benefits, but really more about the magnesium. And again, absolutely caveat, If you think you may need this, please talk to your doctor first before just taking it. Actually work with a registered dietitian and my primary care physician before I incorporate anything. But ZMA is something I've been taking for a long time. I just take it more consistently now than I ever have, just with the additional things that I have going on. So I hope this is beneficial to you all. I hope it's beneficial to at least one of you, even to hear some of these things. If you need more help with menopause symptoms and things like that, I might actually bring my friend that I was just telling you about on here, and she can kind of talk about some of the things that she's really learned through the process. And she's even been certified in how to handle some of the menopause symptoms and issues that you get and things that you can do to kind of combat them. It's not something that's a cure-all, right? Nothing is. It's a season we all go through, unfortunately. But we'll get on the other side eventually. All right. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it was of value. Hope you guys are having a great Monday, and I hope you have a great week. I just want you to remind you, though, like every week, I always finish up this way. If you feel like you're overwhelmed, or if you feel like you're behind, you're not behind. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you're exactly at the right time. I hope you guys have a great week. Y'all take care.